Always gotta adjust this shit. If I can tip it up a little bit. This is fun. Just skip forward till I'm done with this. That didn't go up at all, did it? Whatever. Let's skip training. Got the ankle going on. Ooh. Brown's about to kick my behind. The only X Factor on my team. See if we can, I'll do it after this one. Might get off to a good start.
Hey everybody, It's the coach.
They scored opening drive.
Ready to break. Hey, orbit. Hey, tight down. There you go. Fire.
Back to throw is Carter on first down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown.
Go get it.
You know,
and that's
nice.
Inside the 30.
Surprised it wasn't a pick.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Not just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red
zone.
Trying
to throw a block, but I guess I whiffed.
A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 14 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Caleb
There we go.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching.
Oh, no. That didn't work.
Right there.
That was a bad play call. That's probably my fault.
As he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Definitely my fault.
Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get up
in there.
the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Carter gonna throw on first.
Oh, wow.
And he is gonna go down back at the 11-yard line. time here to remind you that coming up later tonight on Sunday Night Football, it's the Seahawks and the Eagles from Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And then tomorrow night on Monday night, more Birds.
I think I might make a sack montage too, because
the Cardinals or Falcons, though. Instead, they'll match up with the Rams in L.A.
I don't know, we throw picks.
Blitz are still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The
Sometimes
blitzing
get sacked.
often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Carter now off the play fake, escaping the pressure right. On the right side, open is Gesicki.
Is that a no look?
He'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hey, team six.
Come on, come on.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
On first down, Carter dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up.
Why does he just stand there? I want to go throw block.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
On the ready.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Back to throw. Carter flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know he's taking off with it.
Oh, wow.
Pick up on that play.
Just looks
and he's going to get
crappy.
This one down inside the 15.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Like, why does he run all glitchy?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Flush to his right. And all the way down inside the 5.
Trying to get in there.
Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Oh, my. I threw that to his right.
Throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing.
Fuck me.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Can't outrun Ogunjobi. Obi-Wan Gunjobi. Shit.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw. Carter. And Stills over the middle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Carter from the gun. He'll throw.
Oh,
big loss here as he's taken down. It's the former Dolphin All-Pro Olivier Vernon, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back to throw.
Go get that motherfucker, please.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Carter. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds on the clock.
Shit. It his hands. I say that's his fault, yo. I put it where you could get it.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is.
Go, boy.
Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
Blocking for him.
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now an open man.
Go, boy.
The tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And they bring
When
him
we
to
learn
the
how to break
ground
tackles.
just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short game when he took
There we go.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Dolphin passing game rolling here.
I think they brought out a D-line bit. I don't know. I ended up throwing it over somebody. Didn't think there was going to be anybody there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Blanc.
Go, boy. Way better than Drake.
It's a 6-yard pickup.
He can find a lane.
2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll stay on the ground.
Go, boy.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to
Wow.
And down he goes. Christian Kirksey. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Still's the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Buying time to his left.
He's not going to catch me. Oh, God. Whoop. Oh, I got smacked.
Get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. Carter.
Got him.
Caught. Touchdown, Miami. Albert Wilson.
This wasn't on
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
pro difficulty. I'd be proud of myself.
Able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6.
Got him.
Astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Resisted the pressure. Ooh, he didn't want the foul. They don't ever give me those fouls, though. I seriously never got. Ooh, never got one roughing the passer foul. Roughing the passer.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set.
Why is that dude just over there, bro?
And for them, a touchdown their last go around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
Oh shit!
And when you start plotting for
it's not what I wanted to do.
You start thinking to yourself, okay,
and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Christian Kirksey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Go! Oh.
He's going to be out of bounds.
All
It's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
Is it good?
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Dolphin football, but they trail.
Oh, I gotta throw it away when I'm running out of the pocket like that, getting chased down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Carter operating from the gun.
Oh, he didn't get the first? What kind of stupid move was that? Why did he do a 180 and then catch the ball? Ooh.
The Dolphins getting set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency
wide open
going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing.
Get off the man.
Inside the 35-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Carter. Going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw.
Go, boy. Oh, my gosh. How are you going to miss the block? That's the only block, and he's all the way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd
He's
down.
all the way.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover,
no.
not be deterred by anything else.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
Pass that should have been intercepted.
Falling incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but
Boo.
he needed 8.
There was nobody open.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Looking to throw. Carter. This will be caught at about the 5. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll try and run for it.
Mega block, mega block. Oh, no.
And they'll be driven back here.
Wow, how are you not just going to try to fall forward?
5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss.
Oh, no.
Pressure gets to him that time, and he's
Are we going to choke again in the red zone?
Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Back to throw. Carter. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Don't let it run down to 2-minute warning.
Connection, but not enough.
Go for this touchdown.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins can take the lead with the extra point.
If dude fumbles this shit, ooh.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Gone. Hey, high 7. Yeah.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj.
Kick it outside, maybe?
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Balaj.
Go, boy.
Still going. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Taking no
Line of
chances.
scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Everyone, you got 4 down.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
It's just about.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
an absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put
Absolute
such
rarity
an
when I'm throwing the
emphasis on
football.
taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Dolphins, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now.
I understand how I had a better
and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.
I did kill it.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
Alrighty then. On to the next one. Yep. Upgrade. Already have both of those. The Eagles, huh? The Eagles. I just feel better playing on All-Pro. I might actually get better if I play on All-Pro. But I want to try this. Let's try that. All-Pro Arcade. Probably just a bunch of pick sixes, but we'll see. Get nervous, get nervous. I got hip covered at me all game. No way. Quick passes. I gotta get the quick pass game plan down in my head.
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
I think I might make these 10 minutes long too on the next one. Let's kick it off. Kick it off.
On the ready.
Carter throwing on
Whoa,
first
whoa,
down.
whoa, 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 whoa.
And that is caught on the right sideline,
Damn
but
it.
out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an
it was off.
ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Go, boy.
I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle.
Give it a second. Oh my shiz. So if they're blitzing, I just got to go ahead and.
So good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah,
get rid of the ball. Or audible out.
In the middle as well, and he's got it.
The numbers on the ground last week for Balaj. 8 carries, 53 yards. 2nd and 9 now.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focus.
Did he catch? Oh, they're going crazy on this arcade mode, yo.
I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
36 yards on the play. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
There we go. There we go.
Still on his feet.
Jeez Louise.
Into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj.
They're just going to run down the score on me too.
And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive.
This arcade mode crazy. Oh, they didn't score on me. I'm inside my 5? Oh, I'm inside their 5. Oh, that's bad.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj.
He ain't gonna go all the way, is he?
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up, because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense.
Deuce.
They should use their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Oop. Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore.
Oh, man. Moving. Making moves.
He's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Carter now, off play action. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run.
Okay, wide open.
Inside the 30.
Juke him. Touchdown. Shit.
All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
You got me just going for it now. Okay, alright. Wrong play. Whatever. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with
oh my god, that play action is going to be killing it.
Down, getting this one up to about
this is all pro, but it's arcade
10
mode.
yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play.
Oh, no.
And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get him nowhere.
What's the brick anchor thing? What is that thing? I've never escaped from a sack.
All the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Fuck off.
Throwing on 3rd down. Don't forget, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we've got the Pats and the Texans from NRG Stadium in Houston. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, it's supposed to be really cold up in Seattle. We've got the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field at 8:15 Eastern. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. It may sound cliche, but those are the types of yards he can get you. He's such a bruising back.
He is, and typically with that type of a back, if he has any type of stamina,
didn't get either one
it
of
shows
them.
up later in the ball game. Because trust me, guys get tired of running up and trying to tackle that big fella. It wears on him, and then he gets stronger as the game goes on. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hey, team six, team six.
Here's Carter looking to throw on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Dropped on the spot? Oh, my gosh. Commentary's horrible.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go, go.
Now Carter from the gun, he'll throw.
Oh, I didn't see it. I thought he was going to. He caught it, though. I got him smacked up. Very realistic. I'm more for the realistic. I think I'm going to take this arcade mode off.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I'm taking it to competitive because that's just.
Halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando.
I don't think I'd be able to score touchdowns.
Stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Flushed out right. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
There's that anchor kicking in.
On his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. Hey, echo.
Back to throw is Carter. Off the play fake.
Being
chased out left. Shedding through the defense. He'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
Check three.
Looking to throw. Carter.
Oh, no. That was a horrible route.
Incomplete.
You got to get inside there, bro. How are you not going to get inside there?
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down.
Oh, gosh.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Carter going to throw on 3rd and goal.
Got him. Yeah.
Has got it. Touchdown,
Just
Miami.
clap at him a bunch for doing those. Got him. Good job, guys.
Down, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Set, ready? 30 base. Hey, come on now. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Carter. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25.
Boy. Arcade's kind of fun.
It's a big play there for Miami. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back.
And he will take
Oh, he landed on his feet.
Dolphins touchdown.
He landed on his feet.
Kenny Stills.
Let's see what kind of shenanigans Madden's up to now. See if they don't throw a replay.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
'95 Willie.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Ready?
Now Balaz.
I'm about to put a block on somebody. You wait.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Carter now. Off play action.
Going on one.
Stills. He's got
intercepted. Oh, he caught that?
Even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
We're going to try the replay on that one.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up. And they
he just had it the whole time? Oh, he did. He had it the whole time. Dogpile on Stills. What a G.
This quarterback now.
Oh, shit.
Right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's 1st and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Back to throw. Carter. Wide open.
Oh, touchdown. Jesus. That's a wild.
For a Miami touchdown.
I'm blaming it on arcade mode. Blaming it on arcade mode.
The Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Brandon, remind me again. This is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
About to break the record, son.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Go, son. Go, son.
Into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae
Oh,
Parker
jeez.
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
He's coming. Double up. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Alpha. Dude.
Here's Carter on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left.
Sure.
He'll get 8 on the scramble.
Sure,
there.
why not?
He's
Sure.
second and a couple.
Let's go. 50. Plant. Let's put him on the punches. Hey, wahoo. Hurry up. Hit it.
Now Carter off the play fake. And this is caught at the 8. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Back to throw is Carter. Operating
Oh, my goodness.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami
That was a
touchdown.
clear interception.
Devontae Parker with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
He called for it. He wanted it. I'm just not going to give these guys a break, am I?
70. Indy. 6-6. Bullet high. I'm coming. Slam. Hey, dude.
Carter on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Woo, look at the rocket.
He goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great. And Stills has got it.
Wow.
Touchdown, Miami.
This is too easy.
Kenny Stills.
They needed some adjusters on their good old arcade mode. Being wild easy.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami.
Oh, no.
Kenny Stills, 48 yards. And the Dolphins
Oh,
add
no.
on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys
come back and throw 4 picks next
put
week.
Those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for
18
Miami,
yards of play.
The win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year, and they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8, and they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Holy cow. Check out some defensive. Yeah. 13. That's about right. 1, 2. I mean, that's crazy, yo. It's fun, but it's not as fulfilling. Whoa. What is it? What is it? What is it? Performance review. Okie dokie. The next 4 weeks will teach us a lot about our team. We're a 500 team. That's the middle of the road as you can get. Could be looking at a playoff spot, or we could be looking at a top 10 pick. Great win this week. Everybody tries to. Win's going to be hard, but you know, getting hard the offense this year. Whatever success we've had, we owe it to your talent as a passer and a runner. I mean, I just got 9 touchdowns in one game. That's got to boost my stats a little bit. You know, trending up. Let's see. Yep. MVP, huh? AFC. Okay, Dolphins or AFC. I don't know. Marquise Brown going off, huh? And Kill Harry has a high rating. Juan Thornhill, baby, let's go. Bill's got 2 in the race. Jeez. Wow. So I like to see. There we go. Schwartz. Frank Clark. Anthony Hitchens. Tyrann Mathieu. Enough of that. Let's get on with it. Uno momento. Por favor. Here we go. I think I'm gonna eat a donut real quick. Zona número 2.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. Standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
We will guide you. We will guide you. They're right in front. Aim more forward, Tim. Right now. All right, start charging. And aim on the floor. Aim on the floor. Oh, this laser's now. Go top left. Almost. Aim on the floor. Yep, you got one. Okay. You got 2, by the way. You got a double. I hit that guy for 130. Aim on the floor right now. Okay. Chat says I have 2. Aim on the close. Okay. A little bit more forward. Okay. Yeah, no, I'll go here forward. You got it. Nice job. On top of Grandma's. I'll tell you.
This dude wiped a whole squad in Fortnite with his monitor turned off in a mech. Wonder why you don't see me streaming that game. Oh, it's still arcade mode. Alright, well that can't happen. What time is it? Random events. Jeez. Not so random. But every time I throw the ball, they catch it. The other team does. Sorry, we gotta do this again. Water.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go.
Start with play action. Oh, see what not?
Off play action. Carter. He rifles one.
Wow.
That's intercepted.
My first play in simulation.
And he brings it back to right around it.
First play. Gonna run the fucking ball.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were.
Ended with it. Started with it. There he goes.
A huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. Started that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Looking to throw. Carter. Catch made. Right side by Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because of the varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The receiving numbers for Kenny Stills in last week's game. What a ball game. 4 receiving touchdowns.
And he's not just a specialty guy either. They went to him when they were in the red zone. They went to him when they weren't in the red zone. They went to him anytime they could for obvious reasons.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This guy does something way better than my other dude, Jim Drake.
It'll be 2nd down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and
go, boy.
Space, you've kind of
dropped it right in there.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This will be their
What's
first
he paying
trip
for?
to
Why am I
the
running
red
back
zone.
Canton right now?
They've got it for
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball.
Landed right in
Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Carter dancing to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down.
Should have thrown it away.
Sacked back around the 8. Avery Williamson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him
just
on the year.
thrown it away.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason.
Get in.
For the Dolphins touchdown. Kenny
That's Magna. Hold on to it.
With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, these guys
got real smacked. Don't fumble it again.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
So Jamal Adams running all over the place.
Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
Mosley,
keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs.
Jesus.
And now the throw here is incomplete.
Start doing like glue.
We come to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Carter. Now he's forced out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
3 yards with 3rd down.
We remind you that coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football. Seems like we've seen the Seahawks quite a bit in prime time the last few weeks, and we get them again tonight as they head down to L.A. to take on the Rams. And then tomorrow night for Monday Night Football, it's Giants-Eagles.
Yeah,
from Chillin,
got a little bit of separation there after I threw the ball.
Gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
That didn't help us at all.
Balaj. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can
sit
make
there
a move.
in the open zone.
There was nothing there for him.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface.
Stop
you see
this
the pellets
man.
go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Carter now to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey, box truck.
Come on, dude.
Get it.
Here's Carter. From the gun, he'll throw. And Wilson has it.
Nice.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go past and they get 12 yards out of it.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Wow, why didn't I
tough to hold on to
catch my own
that one.
pass?
2nd down. He was looking that time for Stills. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throw it.
And he's not able to get away. Sacks back at the 22. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
I don't know why I chose this try.
Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle
Touchdown.
Man. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up for 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have continue to go to you in important times.
Oh,
because
did he make the catch? No, he didn't catch it, and he's hurt.
And they connected there and picked up a first
Great.
down.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Carter. And Stills has got it.
I like that little route.
Touchdown, Miami.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
With his 13th touchdown. The game.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Check right 54.
Now Carter. Off play action. And he'll take this into
Boom.
the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
One and done, baby.
Devontae Parker with touchdown.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Back to throw is Carter. Throwing on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28th. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off. And
he's going to have to eat this one as down.
Just lost all the yards again.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
I'm going to score, huh?
Growing theme in this first half.
Done.
This is 2nd and long.
Denny's, I'm scoring.
Hey, high 7. 2.
Carter off the play fake. Going deep here for Stills. And that'll be
Of course
incomplete.
not. We're on simulation again.
Protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to get some more points on the board.
Now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive,
no, when he pushes him, he's about to break off.
Can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard
Slinging it today.
line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And the return just out across the field.
Shikes.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
you better put a shoulder on him, boy.
Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Off the play fake. Carter. On the left side, this is Stills.
Put it on where he can get it. Little low pass. Little low pass. It's the first time I've used that. I like it. I like it a lot.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him?
Go.
Sometimes they
just
get
gonna
locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out.
Oh, no.
He's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Quinnen Williams brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL
of course it was against
career.
me.
Carter now on 3rd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Randy Gregory providing a little... Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead.
What are you doing?
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Boom. Go up and get it, son.
They barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now this one to his tight end.
Where's the roughing the passer, bro?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Off play action. Carter. They'll be taking.
That's not even the side they were blitzing from. That's just a blown block.
In there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL
Wow, they're all
career.
just getting their first sacks on me.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Carter.
Oh, great. Yep. Fun.
And it's scooped up by
oh,
the
my
Jets.
whiff.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half.
Go, all the way.
Old school here. All right, let's get back
to
boom for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Dolphins.
Ain't nobody catching him. Ain't nobody catching Mr. Grant.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely.
Yes, son.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 54. Right 54. Rock it. Go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
I got everybody going that way.
And a short gain there down
I got
to
everybody on the counter, and he still don't.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And
keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And over the middle, this is Parker. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
No, I'm just burning clock.
Got it.
Not totally home free yet, but
We're
it's
probably
looking
going to turn
good
the
as they come
sound,
up
the music
1st and
off.
10.
If I ever plan on anybody
A
watching
handoff as they
these
run
a
the
bunch.
counter play. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
They've only won 2 games this year, so one of them was against us, but whatever.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Here we go. Get him.
Taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready?
That's it.
Check.
It's in the books.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now, backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
On, set, 70, Indy.
3 bud.
Playing it safe here. I don't know.
Victory very
I don't know
likely
why.
now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Very likely we have 15 seconds. Jeez, why don't they just go ahead and boom? You know, just end the game. What could he be chewing me out about right now?
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
Ooh,
I think what
there
we
go,
saw
D.
in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Dolphins, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss here is their 10th of the season.
Giants next year,
and they'll
huh?
be on the road next
They could've
week
taken me.
for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.
Have to go kick them in because they didn't.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Gonna get an upgrade after this game. Three more games left than the wild card. Let's see the standings. AFC South, I believe. Okay, it's AFC East. Do I still got a chance for a wild card? Don't even know yet. Don't even know yet. Of course they can't know yet. Wonder what Saquon does to me. Way better than Eli Manning. Jeez Louise, they did him dirty.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden.
Of course, raining in Miami, always. Everybody's like, oh, Miami, beautiful sunshine. I don't believe it. Okay, it's in New York, but still.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Chillin, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The numbers on the ground last week for Balaj. 17 carries, 78 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Thought he was a little closer to me.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be.
Got to set up that play action, boy.
Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Antoine Bethea, the leading tackler among NFL safeties last year, and on the tackle again.
I didn't know that.
Here's Carter.
Because they never had the ball.
Throw on 2nd down. This is caught.
Ooh.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
He went up and got that one. I'm liking that kid.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Boom. Put it right in the numbers.
Albert Wilson.
Oh my golly.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way audible to something a little more advantageous.
The safety creeped up. I thought I could get it over the top, but I held it.
Parker, the
I
intended
held the
receiver,
button.
and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, get play right in his hands, unable to come down with.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Oh, my gosh.
3 going down the left
Jeez.
side. It's a foot race. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble.
Ready? 10 logo.
Now Carter. Off play action.
Oh, my God.
It's
Oh, my
complete.
God.
Stills. And he'll get this
2
from
yards?
the 25
5
to the
yards?
30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
being chased out left.
Oh.
And that's going to be incomplete.
She could have caught that and took off running.
Receiver there.
Jeez.
Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around.
He just slipped.
So you can make a play on it while it's in the
Slip,
air.
get back up, catch the ball.
What he did there. That was nice.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Can't believe I had that much time.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, no.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
But he slipped again. My tight end keep falling over.
Down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the...
And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42.
These random events are BS.
Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just
Let him get snacked every time I throw it.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw is Carter. To throw on second down. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really
just chasing him just because he fumbles the ball again.
Quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A throw on second down, but this one
the
is
whole end zone in front of him.
incomplete.
That's it.
The veteran safety Antoine Bethea there on the defensive coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well.
Boo! Got out of that gambler thing. Shit.
Knocked away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
Get off me, son.
You've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats. And he loses the football a second time. And who's got it? The Giants.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you.
Oh, man.
comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive?
You're going to get ruled by the Giants.
Because they
Get
didn't
it.
cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Carter on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
What?
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he finds Stills complete. That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
I'm so bad in the red zone.
With 36 ticks to go.
Not in the red zone now, so.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack at 2nd and 20. And this is caught at the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devont.
Tight it up, son. 95, Willie.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Parker the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnover.
Why was that throw so far away from him? You got to... Try this one again.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that.
And he will take it in for
Worked
a
again.
Dolphins touchdown.
That's my red zone play, boy.
Kenny Stills.
From like the 20 to like the 8.
Touchdown now on the year.
See if he can not fumble it again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try a different way.
Him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air.
I was in bounds.
Try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
I don't like that one.
Well, we looked at each other right
I'll
away.
take
We
it.
knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Hey, wahoo! Get it!
Going to give this time to the tailback.
No, follow your blocker.
Lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's third down. Carter now, operating from the gun.
No!
He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Dalvin Tomlin.
Stepped up in the pocket, tried to take off. I need to know how to take off sooner.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put down his side.
And he can't get away from the
I was throwing the fucking ball.
So now here come the Dolphins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah,
I hate how he straights up field. Like, fucking run, dude.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Be great if that's what was happening.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Pull it high. Hey, Charlie. Snap.
Off the play fake. Carter. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Here we go. 30 base. Get it.
Off play action. Carter. His throw caught at about the 5.
Oh my goodness.
And he doesn't
Get in the end zone.
make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made. And
got him.
In. Touchdown.
Give it to the big boy.
It's the fullback.
You ready? You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know. Pilot, 64, weak. Check it out. Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
Here's Carter on first down. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, jeez.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, Foxtrot. Ready?
Now Carter to throw on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
'94 will. Yeah, 95 Willie, 94 will.
The field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3.
Break that go.
Situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Dolphins on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts.
Superman dive in the end zone.
To have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Halfback lead.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it. 1st and goal. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I'm gonna let that clock roll out, boy. After this play, of course. If we don't fumble or score a touchdown. He got it. He jumped. He jumped. See that replay? That was dope.
Touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Got his man's helmet right to the crotch.
They were able to stop him at the line on first down,
63,
but this time
take a whiff.
he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
80 weapons. Get it.
Back to throw. Carter.
Got him.
He will get into the end zone.
I don't know why we went for 2 there.
2 more.
But, you know, anything can happen. Got to watch your back out here in the NFL.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Go now. 60 outlaws.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,
on to the next one. Wonder when they're going to get here. Bum, 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 bum. Who can be holding a fight? 32% said no one. My accuracy's pretty good. I need better play action. I think that might be under Scrambler or Improviser. X Factor D tackle. Geno Atkins. I know guys like you. Man. Okay, well, I'm probably going to get wrecked by Geno Atkins. I'm not really scared of their offense much. Joe Mixon's good, but they're Andy Dalton. I think it's time for the Andy Dalton era to be over in Cincinnati. They got rid of Marvin Lewis.
Mixin', fixin'.
Get straight to it. What happened? I have no idea.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Watch the run. Good side, baby. That's baby side.
now they try the right side here. And they've got it in
where's
the
Geno?
red zone
Down on the
down
ground.
at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Talking shit. Hey,
Pretty
talking
effective run
shit.
there, and now they can start to
Talking
smell
shit.
that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a 2nd down throw
Touchdown.
for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't believe it. That was perfect. Doesn't get any better than that. There's a touchdown right there. Shit.
He was looking for Parker that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Ready?
Back to throw is Carter. Off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I didn't have time to play action there. That was BS. Geno Atkins got me. Great. I gotta hear about that shit, motherfucker.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he'll be taken by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for their offensive guys.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. Just throw it straight to the ground.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over.
I feel like they're bringing a rush.
Two touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Steps away. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Here we go.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Carter throwing on first down. On the right side,
right over the dude's head.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Let that clock run out.
30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route was extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are
Let's do this.
Some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And on the ground
Oh,
they
no.
go with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stills the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He really tried to thread that down the seam.
Yeah, he tried to rip that one, didn't he? But a throw with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect. Unfortunately for him, that one fell to the ground.
What the fuck?
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked
What
down.
the heck? Will we miss a field goal? Oh, man. Oh, man. Wait, are we on my 1 yard line?
Hard to believe, but the regular season's starting to draw to a close. We've got the final Sunday night game of the year coming up later tonight. Matt Nagy and the Bears. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills.
Oh, man.
Touchdown number 15 of the year.
Okay, nice. There he is.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Oh, great. 2 of them.
Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback,
I'm on the ground every time.
they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Looking to throw. Carter.
Thank God, that is the wrong button.
There,
Ooh.
almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22
extend
yards
plays.
there, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority.
No!
They sack him back right at
I knew it was coming. I
midfield
took 2
stripe.
steps
The
and
sack
threw
by
it.
Jordan Willis. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defense.
And he's going to go down again.
3 sacks in this game? What is he doing?
Able to record his 5th sack of the season. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Carter now on third down. Eluding the pressure right. They're able to locate Wilson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there.
Throw the ball away.
Like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Who are these guys?
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Hey, Charlie.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Morgan in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Nice.
Wilson snags it left side. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room.
Yeah. Into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown,
Gesicki, his 4th touchdown.
We go. 50 plants. I got you, punk.
Here's Carter on 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Had to get that one out quick.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second down and inches. On the left side, this is Stills.
Nice.
15 yards on the play, first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On first
there
down,
we go.
Run it on the draw play. And they'll get him down after a pickup.
Draw plays work pretty well so far.
8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now this one was tight end out on the right side.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
I didn't like that play anyways.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. That's going to be caught.
Yes. Try to get to him sooner. That play action took too long.
Devontae Parker hitting double.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Stay ready.
Now Carter on first
He's
down.
gone.
Oh, he's got a man wide open.
Why is he shimmying? Why is he just run a straight line, dude?
Reaches the 33-yard line.
Said I wouldn't worry about their offense. They put up 28 points on me.
42 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Oh my God. Why does it take so long to get out of the pocket?
This time around, we had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, man.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
These guys are beat. They're not running good routes.
Now a short one to Gesicki. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Come on, set. 8, read. Hey, Haywood. 59, Mike. Get it.
Back to throw is Carter. From the gun, he'll throw. Catch made right side by Wilson.
Nice.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Jeez.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Carter throwing on 4th down.
Oh, no.
That is incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell
That's what happens
this
when you
was
give
a
up
fun one.
7,
Just a close
8
game. Nothing
sacks.
comes easy in this
So
league,
stupid.
as you know. They had to work for that victory.
Come on.
I've got to go back to what
I don't
you
want to
just
see
said.
this
Nothing
anymore.
comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Bengals, a win will come too late to save a losing.
Ugh. I really don't care, bro. For the Patriots. Fucking hate the Patriots. Oh, great. Whatever. Swallowed that Red Bull wrong. Jeez. I ain't gonna be in the playoffs, bro. This ain't the playoffs. I don't think. I don't know. It's not. Oh, great. In the snow. Not if I Willie?
18 Gator.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it.
How did he know the route better than the receiver did?
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Carter.
Oh my God, don't like the white with the snow. That's a bad choice.
It was the veteran. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He finds Kalen Balaj, his running back.
Nice.
And able
Finally.
to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being
Doing 25%. Jeez.
21 yards there on 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Why are you not just going to, how can you not throw it over, dude?
Should have been intercepted.
Oh, I'm so terrible.
The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's 3rd down. Carter now, operating from the gun.
Yes!
This is caught inside the 15.
Hold on.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
We're going to get a
They're
replay.
able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety, so you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the
Dude just
field,
like kicked it with his knee.
help is
Oh,
gonna
this
be
is a great
little bit
replay.
late getting there,
Oh
and
my
he
God,
puts
what's
one
even
out there
going
for
on?
Big time completion.
They don't know what to think of it either. Oh, jeez.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go.
Jump, 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 jump. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Smith. Get it.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Second and 3.
Oh my jeez. They're a little too soon, but I had him coming after me.
Kenny Stills
Cheesed it a little bit.
with his 16th touchdown.
I don't think I've done RPO. Oh, I don't know how to do an RPO. I'm an audible out.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Here's Carter. Off play action.
Shit.
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. It's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Thirteen games going on here this final Sunday of 2019, the final Sunday of the regular season. 3 more games still to come following
Go,
us.
go,
Raiders,
boy.
Broncos, Cards, Rams, and Niners, Seahawks. And then we'll know the 12 teams who will continue on into the playoffs starting next Saturday here on EA Sports. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that
I
speed,
got it to him?
it helps
Holy
out
cow.
his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A Miami first down. That
I don't
one
know what
going
an
for a gain of
RPO
11.
is.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass
right to the
option.
pick.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So they declare.
I gotta go.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Go, bro.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Nice.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Carter. Flushed out right. And right side complete to Parker.
Face mask.
And he'll
Let's
be
go.
brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
Back to throw. Carter. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. Carter. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami.
Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf. Drew Dog Porker. Hey, let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Carter dancing to his left. It's complete to Parker, left side. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Dolphins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Carter. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Boo. Oh my God, we're getting demolished.
Now Carter throwing on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath.
Truck him, baby,
to
go.
Running back complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7
Crazy
yards.
change of direction there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
Get the fuck off me.
It's a Patriot sack. John Simon.
Just with no time.
Ready? 30 base. 50. You don't know no better.
Back to throw is Carter on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout.
Fuck with me, dude.
And in week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Carter from the gun, he'll throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Hurry.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask.
I want to get this to work.
Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Carter now looking to throw on second down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Hey, mine's 50, mine's 50. Tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, Alpha.
50's the mark.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Oh, my gosh.
And he goes down once more. Lawrence Guy picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming.
Go, son.
And you never know exactly
Go, son.
how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Go. Fuck yeah. I'm touched. That's how I win at the line of scrimmage. Better hold them and do it again. Here we go. I got 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes.
Let's go now.
I'm like I'm any good at all. They didn't hear me say that though.
Here's Carter on first
down. Oh,
and nowhere to
jeez.
fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man.
But I think
oh, no!
It's picked up by the Patriots.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, that drive wasn't a kick.
Do it again, defense.
So the Dolphins now down by 10. A little over 80 ticks to go. On first and 10, Carter. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. From the gun, Carter.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Fuck that.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one.
Don't hear them idiots talk anymore. Not gonna make it salty quicker in the game of Madden. Salty quickie. Salty quicker. Yep, salty quicker. I don't care. Going to a new team though. Soon, hopefully. Because the Dolphins just ain't got it going on. So, I would have made it in the playoffs if I could have beat them. What about my legacy, Jack? Congratulations, kid. Your first season is in the books, and I gotta tell you, I've been coaching for many years, but I don't think I've ever been more proud of one of my players. Think about what you've achieved. A year ago, you went from a college backup to a national champion. But you didn't stop there. You became a face of the NFL franchise and the future of this league. I always knew you had it in you, kid. Forrest, I can't wait to see what you do next. Boo. Can't believe I just read that whole thing out loud. With an accent and everything.
The season is officially wrapped up. Free agency's on the horizon. We've got lots to talk about. But first, it's time for another edition of Believe It or Not.
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle.
Adams.
Last April, you were pretty critical of a certain rookie quarterback.
Well, heaven forbid I should
What do they got to say, huh?
criticize a young man to help him. But yes, I was way too hard on him. I was wrong. Yes.
Okay, well, believe it or not, after just one season, he has established himself as a franchise QB.
Yeah, what am I supposed to say here, Peter? He checks all of the boxes. This dude is absolutely a franchise quarterback. It's over.
Nate?
Listen, no argument from me. My man was incredible this year.
And I think incredible doesn't even do it justice.
No. They're kissing my ass right now.
I feel like this kid can not only end up being incredible, but he could potentially be one of the all-time greats of the sport. I can't wait to see what he does next year.
I threw like 1,000 interceptions. I got sacked like 200 times. Demand release? Is that the only thing I can do? They want to give me a new contract? I mean, something? I'm picking one of the first 4 teams that goes for me. I know it's going to be Tampa Bay, New York, Jacksonville. Can I play the Pro Bowl? That'd be sick. Oh, I can play the Pro Bowl. I can play the Pro Bowl. I can play the Pro Bowl. Got QB1 in the Pro Bowl over Tom Brady. Mahomes isn't on here at all, though. Like, I don't know about that. I'm still working with Stills. Marquise Keenan Allen, I guess. Dede Westbrook, man. Benjamin Watson, really? Where's Kelsey? At least they got a dope offensive line. But I got Aaron Dalton coming after me. Who is that guy? I think I got my dude returning kicks too. Dude, so I made it to the Pro Bowl. Congrats, you deserve it. You Gonna be throwing the NFL's best receivers this week. You got something to do in the big game. I'll be watching. Boo. Let's get a little Pro Bowl action here. Accept it. I don't want a season without a sack. I don't believe it. And why are they showing those dudes?
Hello, everyone. It's the coach.
Check out season stats after this. Touchdown. Let's see if I can't do that. Who do I got? Mixon, Joe Mixon, Beasley, Stills, Watson.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and the last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense. And Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense.
7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
How's it cold in here? Hawaii.
Running left, Mixon.
Oh, jeez.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
2nd and 4. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
Still just missed Stills.
A couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said.
Oh, wow.
He cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Aaron Donald with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Carter off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to go, and that's caught inside the 30.
Yeah, boy.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Easy.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed
That's
it
not
right
fun.
there. Pretty good arm, too.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 2nd and 11. Wide open. It's Allen complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately.
Touchdown.
In this case, though, he's honing in.
Oh, my gosh. I got to see that. That was a touchdown. Don't know how I did that throw, but it was nice. And it was not a touchdown. Goodness gracious.
Targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
70, Indy. 80 weapons. Back. Skid.
Back to throw is Carter, operating from the gun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball.
And that
Got
is
him.
caught for an AFC touchdown. Kenny Stills there to make the grab. And the AFC...
Ooh, I'm still at it. They still let me in here? I can't believe it.
Carter, off play action. And this will be incomplete.
Ooh.
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, the Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight no matter where you come from in the United States.
Oh,
I think it's a
wow.
big deal and a good thing to have it here in Orlando.
Boo.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta. New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
New England's in the game.
Thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots. But in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yay.
Defensive end,
Still getting sacked.
Lawrence supplied the heat. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in his first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in-round.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Oh, we got it.
And that's caught by Beasley. And down inside the 15 he goes. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something during, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down, he finds a way to convert. Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get
Oh, my shit.
When that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Carter now to throw on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Oh, boo-hoo. No, we missed a field goal?
The
still playing me?
Offense now set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
And he's got the
That's off my offensive lineman's head.
At the 39-yard
He caught it.
The 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in L.A. in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham. Nickname? Automatic.
Eluding the pressure right.
No, what?
To eat this one as down he goes.
Like, just throw the ball, bro. Just fucking toss it.
Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Throw the fucking ball.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Second and long. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Carter.
Whoa.
Pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Carter from the gun. He'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Boo. Of course, we didn't win any games this year.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Carter buying time to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, to me, this leads
they can't let me play 4th quarter, too.
He puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of know where to go here. He lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Out comes the New England offense.
Can I change my depth chart? Can I do that? Because that'd be sick. Oh no. Boo.
See what they can do this time. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys...
Go!
He's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for them.
And pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and
I'm
see
fucking
how
over it.
schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back.
Oh my shit!
Again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Back to throw. Carter. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. DeMarcus Lawrence. And an utter...
They're just going to keep sacking me? Because I'm not going to fucking play if they are.
To see what they can do this time. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Let's go. 5.
Now Carter off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
I don't know how I got out of that, but...
Rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw is Carter. Off play action. This will be caught in.
Get in there, woo!
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
I have no idea. Make the stop now, son. Oh.
Down. 50. Play. Check. Block 54. Block 54.
Hello.
Right here. 5.
Off play action. Carter. Now a desperation
Get it,
deep downfield.
Nope.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Keenan Allen, the intended target.
Hey,
but
boo.
it'll be second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage.
What are you doing, boo?
That would be a big play.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because
and he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the
7.5 sacks, really?
Lawrence in there for the 7th time in this
Make a montage
game alone,
just
and
about
that
this
ties him
game.
with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Carter throwing on 4th down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watson. And he's not able to get away. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
we had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
She loves that little scooter. How was your? Whoop whoop. Let's see if I won anything. I did. MVP. Offensive Player of the Year. Best QB. Five. I'm gonna go 3 in Scrambler, 2 in Strong Arm. Whoa. Two. Is that right? Precision passing. Is that like high, low, or L and R? Milo, what, Sleepy?
Daddy, what's that red bar? That red bar is turned, Daddy.
What red bar? Oh, it's the part of the stand the camera's on.
He's been friendlier. I guess Emily went off on you and was like, and you didn't even have enough fucking respect to introduce yourself to Ashton, who you have to fucking work under.
Quarterbacks with generational arms have the power to stretch any defense to the breaking point. When they enter the zone, the maximum throw distance. That's what I want. Dope. What team we going to? Jacksonville?
Last night, I don't know what she goes out to her car and smokes at work. Might be meth. I don't know. I mean, she's not like fucked up teeth or anything, but she got very open.
Okay. That's it for now.
So she's got issues.
Deuces.
And